This year's kiwis. I'm not sure we'll get to harvest them. I expect we will. There's only not that many, as opposed to nearly 200 last year. Pond is full. Fish are up and about. I'll feed them later. Trying for you not to be on an angle, but I think you are. So, New Year's Eve. We've just come back from our local supermarket and it's heaving. We've never seen the car park that full. Luckily we only needed a few bits more fruit, and I wanted some Brussels and that was it. But it was very busy. And I have been thinking about, I don't know what made me think about it, but thinking about parenting and how we're all handed or not handed a manual. No, we're not handed a manual, but we sort of inherit, it's not a manual really, is it? But we sort of inherit how to parent rules from how we were parented. And if it were a manual, some of us would have pages, lots of pages, full pages, and some of us would have gaps in the pages, and some of us would have missing pages, and some of us would have no manual at all. And I was thinking that the pages about feeding your baby would have so many conflicting rules on them. There'd be how you do formula feeding, how you breastfeed, all the do's and don'ts, and how to do it best, and how to do it the correct way. And then if you thought that was bad enough, you get onto potty training, and potty training is full of conflicting advice from all well-meaning people. I say that tongue-in-cheek, some people are not so well-meaning, but all of that potty training advice, so you've got even more and more. But I was thinking about the people that maybe did their parenting without the benefit of having remembered much of their own parenting. They may have lost a parent when they were young, or they were in a children's home, or had a very, very different beginning in life, and so their parenting, the rules that they use when they have children, are really quite spare, and how hard that must be to parent without really knowing whether you're getting it right. And I think it's, for me it's about, there isn't a right way, there isn't a correct way in anything in life. There's your way, and then there's the way that someone else does it. And just because they do it differently to you doesn't mean it's that theirs is wrong and yours is right. And I think so many people judge how others do things, and judge from their own belief system of, well, this is how I do it, and judging people based on, that's how I do it, so you should do it that way, and haven't quite grasped that not everybody had the same manual. When you've got something like a car, and you've got a Haynes manual, and a car is, I suppose a car isn't unique. So you've got a car and it's not unique. There are 60 million thousand models of this particular car. Then the manual that you use, the Haynes manual in the UK, I don't know what manual you would get in the US, the manual that you use will give you all that you need to know about that specific car, whether it's wherever it was born. If it's that model and that make, this manual will work for that, but it doesn't work for babies, and it doesn't work for many other things in life. So that's, I don't know why I was thinking that, I'm not really sure. It was just going around in my head and thinking about how how hard it is to parent and get it right, and how hard we are on ourselves, and we want to do it better than our parents did it for us, and then as our kids grow up, they don't think we got it better than our parents did, but they don't know how it was for us, and it's a minefield, isn't it? It's a minefield. So that was that. um, I have wondered about New Year's resolutions. Um, it's not something that I have ever really invested in, not for a long time. I may have done years ago, but it's not something I do now. I don't feel that I need to make a New Year's resolution. I tend to, if there's some resolution I need to make, I make it at the time. I don't wait till New Year to do it. And I've made lots of changes in my life, and I can't think of anything that I would change now because of New Year. I can't think of anything that I'd say to myself, okay, in 2023, this is what I'm going to do, because 2022 has gone okay for me. It's gone okay for us. We've been lucky. I realise that 2022 has been crap for many people. 2021 was crap. 2022 was crap. I'm hoping that for all of those people, that 2023 will be better. But do you make resolutions? Do you make New Year's resolutions? What do you do for New Year? We're going to bed. we, we used to stay up. We used to watch Jules Holland Hootenanny. But the problem with that is that the UK are now behind us, so we'd be up till 1 o'clock in the morning, which is okay. I mean, sometimes we are up until 1 o'clock in the morning, but to have to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning on a particular day because it's New Year, it's harder. It's better to do it spontaneously. So we won't be watching that. I don't think we watched it last year. I think Mark records it and then he flips through it, and gradually over the years it's become less and less watchable, I suppose is the word. I'm not sure. So what about you? What do you do for New Year? What else was I going to say to you? I've had lots of thoughts. I can't remember them now. I'm going to go and heat my coffee up a bit. It's cooled down. I've just fed the fish as well. It's supposed to be sunny today. It's bright and it's dry, so I should be grateful for that, I think. I don't like this time of year. I don't like this whole holding pattern we all seem to be in, waiting for Monday probably, which will be the 2nd of January. Yeah, tomorrow's the 1st, isn't it? I think, yeah. The whole holding pattern. If nothing was done 2 weeks ago, then it's not been done, and you're left waiting for people to come back to work and waiting for stuff to start happening again. And I'm just sort of frustrated by it. The table we ordered, still waiting to hear about that. We ordered that weeks ago and nothing happened. I've had no communication. So we've got 4 chairs sitting there waiting for a table. Look really silly. I ordered socks over a month ago. No sign of them. And I looked on the tracking last night and they're going back to the vendor. I don't know why. So yeah, I find it really frustrating. I think it's because I'm still going and I'm still ready to go, and everybody else isn't. But then the difference is I'm lucky, I'm not working, and other people need time off. I got really sorry for the cashiers this morning in Intermarché. You know, they're really busy. It's really busy in there. And they close at 6, and then the women have got to go back. I'm making assumptions, but the women have then got to go back and lay on New Year's Eve party, the meal, you know, which is the big meal here. It's Réveillon de Saint-Sylvestre, I think. So it's like, you know, she finishes work at 6 and then she's got to go and do all of that, and I just want to go and lie down because that will go on till after midnight. I wouldn't want to be a French woman. Would not want to be a French woman. all that catering. No, not for me. So yeah, that's it for today. Happy New Year wherever you are. Bon fin d'année if you're French, because I shouldn't say Happy New Year to you because it isn't New Year till tomorrow. And to those of you in New Zealand, Australia, I hope your 2023 is going well. And to those of you in Canada and America, wake up! It's New Year's Eve! Okay, cheers. Happy New Year.